Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please. Cheers, Darcy.
DDT. I mean Duff. I'm DDT. You're Duff or Darcy.
That's what happens when I start sipping Sleeman Clear 2.0s on a Thursday night.
Thursday night. Why are we doing the podcast on a Thursday night? We're a couple days earlier.
Because you can't do anything in the mornings. I would much prefer to be doing this in the morning. Before work.
I know, but that's
7 a.m.
Yeah,
sharp.
but I'm saying we usually do it Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah, I
but
know.
now we're doing it a Thursday. And why
I'm going camping.
You're going camping.
Finally.
Yeah. Camping is finally open.
Doug Ford has deemed it safe enough to go camping, I guess, eh?
Jeez, I don't know. Be careful when you're out there.
Man.
Stay safe.
Maybe the bears have it.
Yeah,
And
the bears.
raccoons
Exactly.
And squirrels.
Exactly.
Oh, man. No, seriously, looking forward to some camping.
Yeah.
Leaving Friday night after work.
Awesome.
And back Sunday.
Excellent.
But it cuts right into our 2 prime time
recordings
periods.
That's right.
Saturday and Sunday morning.
And the other thing is we should say tonight, because it is a bit earlier,
Yeah.
we're in the DDTs garage cave
The garage cave in Bridlewood.
with a couple of my motorbikes.
Yeah.
So it's a smell of grease and oil and gas.
And ancient particle board,
Particle
hockey equipment.
hockey equipment,
Yeah.
stuff, junk.
And mouse poo.
No, there's no mouse.
No mouse? No mouse poo?
No, got rid of those.
Some sort of poo I smell.
Oh, that's the garbage. Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
We got the garbage in here. Yes, it's the garbage.
So you put your poo in the garbage?
We don't put poo in garbage.
Oh, man.
So that sound you're hearing, the echo and everything, that's part of the
It's nice, though. It's pleasant. This is good.
when you talk about poo and garbage, you like flushed your
Oh.
waste from your trailer.
So I had to get into the full explanation for BJ how it's not all the shit going out onto my father's barnyard.
Yeah, it's the gray waste.
Yeah, he had no idea what gray water and black water is. So
yeah.
all my barnyard CrossFit workouts were usually followed up with a lovely shower
Right.
in the trailer on site. Like,
Yeah.
what luxury, eh?
That is very
Yeah.
luxurious.
So rather than how many people are getting cool workouts these days and a shower afterwards?
yeah, right, exactly.
Anywho, so I don't want to be trucking around 50 gallons of gray water. So I watered the watered the squash.
What did Ziggy
plants.
say?
He looked at it and he realized pretty quickly it wasn't the black water, so he didn't care. But my first thought was he would, but he didn't care.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so no, it's all good on that front too.
Yeah. So what do we got on the episode today? We're episode
Probably a
what?
short episode. You got someone coming to buy something at 7, hopefully. Eh?
Yeah, hopefully. You never know.
Hopefully.
Says he's on his way. So
Okay.
yeah.
And
Episode 23 today.
and you didn't book any other meetings for tonight. That was Tuesday night.
Oh God, yeah, no, yeah. That was a.
Are we getting into that on the show?
We're going to talk. That was a bit of a crap show. So yeah, I booked.
So good listener. Let me set it up for
Yeah.
a good listener, because I'm assuming even those listening up in Lanark, we have our jobs.
Yeah.
And we commit to our jobs during our daytime job hours, generally.
Generally, yeah.
And it's not unheard of for us to have lives outside of our work.
Yeah.
To potentially have things planned for given days of the week.
Right.
Well after our workday ends.
Exactly.
Except you seem to work for somebody that maybe sees it a little differently.
Well, in a way, like I did book my original appointment that I had the week before, which was at 10 a.m. I didn't have a choice at that point. But then, being the conscientious guy that I am,
rebooked it.
the second appointment for this particular thing, which is another investment.
You
thing,
rebooked
actually.
it like a vaccine dose.
Exactly.
Rebooked it.
Rebooked it.
Yeah.
For a Tuesday evening at 6:30, I thought, that's well off work hours, so I don't have to
No kidding.
waste my work time listening to life insurance
Yeah.
investment options.
Shouldn't
Not
waste
really.
any time listening about that.
Right.
That's a whole other story.
So anyway, Tuesday comes around. I'm sitting at work. 4:30 comes around. I get this thing saying, "We got to make this change. You're gonna have to stick around until
8.
Toronto figures it out."
Oh,
I'm like, well, when are they going to figure it out?
Toronto.
Well, they got a couple of calls first and this, that, and the other thing.
You had me at Toronto, figure it out.
Exactly. So I'm kind of like, well, I have an appointment booked for 6:30.
Yeah.
Well, I get, well, you got to, sometimes we got to work late hours. I understand that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I booked it outside of hours because of, to avoid.
And you're good working extra hours with
Yeah.
any sort of warning. Right?
Well, that's the key.
That's the key.
There was no warning
Yeah.
for this.
Boom.
So if they had said, Monday or Friday, or, hey, listen, we're going to work late on Tuesday.
Yeah, no kidding.
I would have rescheduled that appointment.
Now, didn't they also throw at you? Well, we all get to leave early on Fridays.
Oh yeah, so we
What's
work
that got to do with the last second?
Well,
Tuesday
yeah,
night
exactly.
meeting?
Well, last Friday I didn't leave early. I worked till after. We have a summer work hours, and Friday we get off at 1. Yeah, we get off at 1. But I worked till after 3:30 on the previous Friday.
Good God.
So that was the other thing that pissed me off. I worked those extra hours on Friday to get this thing in before deadlines and stuff.
And what thanks do you get?
None, because then we got to work a little later.
You should just become a teacher, man.
I should.
They don't do anything.
That's true.
Eh?
Very true.
Not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I made it home by 6:30, right on the nose. So I made the appointment. I was 2 minutes late for it.
And you got reprimanded. So what happened about the meeting then?
Well, the meeting we just went through. No, I made it back home for the meeting at 6:30.
Oh, online at home.
Yeah, it was a Zoom meeting.
Ah,
so at home.
So you managed to juggle it all
with the insurance agent. But I'm on my motorbike and I'm like like breaking speed limits everywhere to get home.
Yeah, okay.
It was a bit of a crazy ride home.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Lior Samfiru?
I have, yeah. He does those talk shows on employment law on the radio and the TV.
Just throwing it out there.
I did contact him, but it was about entirely something non-related.
Oh, I didn't know this.
To that.
Maybe we'll proof this at a future time and see if it makes it to the air.
I don't think anybody wants
to. Really. Oh, well, you piqued my interest.
I know I have, but we've had disagreements, so.
Okay. What else is on my list, you ask?
Yeah, what do you got on your list today?
I'm going to spit them out.
Because if people want to know, they don't just tune in for just random stuff.
No. Well, I think they
want to
probably
know
do, but
topic.
that's fine. So we hit off camping.
Yeah, camping. You're going
early
camping.
Weekend bonus, early podcast. Kind of talk about that.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 more here, actually. You better have some stuff to fill in. I've got Duff's pick, and I've got Duff's bet, basically.
Okay, so let's get to Duff's pick because...
Duff's pick first?
But not your pick for this week.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go back to your pick for last week.
And you told me you actually took me up on it.
I did. I took you up on watching the premiere of Manifest.
Now, you weren't the one that put the comment on our chat board, were you?
Which comment was that?
Some good listeners said Manifest was great. Yeah, they actually checked it out.
No, I don't think
proving we have at least one listener.
Exactly, yeah.
And they listened. They actually listened to us.
Take our advice
and executed.
Remember,
on the plan.
It's for entertainment purposes.
Yeah,
only.
no kidding.
But yes, I took up your advice as well.
Yeah.
And what'd you think? I thought it was great.
It
was pretty good.
Good show, but just a killer opening sequence. Eh?
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
Doesn't it just give you chills when that plane lands and they tell you?
Yeah.
How would you feel? How would you feel? You get off a plane and they tell you it's 6 years later.
Yeah, ma'am. This is November 4th, 2018.
Oh God.
You left Jamaica.
Yeah.
April 2013.
And I would say, I guess I can retire.
Yeah, I wish.
Nobody's stolen all my investments, have they?
Oh, yeah. Or they've grown exponentially.
No
so
kidding.
You can retire.
You totally could.
Yeah. So I watched it. It was great. So I haven't been able to watch the second episode yet, but I'll get to that.
Okay.
But here's a little kicker, a little update, which I texted off to you yesterday.
Yeah, not great news.
That I found out that NBC, the company, the television station that airs Manifest, has canceled.
That's crap.
The last season or 2 seasons of it.
See, I don't even know. So when you tell me they cancel it, my first thought is they're filming. They're in the middle of something, and they just say, forget it, we're done.
No, they didn't do that.
They must finish a season. Right.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't cancel it. No, you're done. I think the last it's the last.
That's fine.
They didn't pick up the last season, or they can't. I think it was a series that was supposed to be 5 or 6 years.
Oh my God!
So they canceled either the 5th and the 6th, or just the 6th.
So here's something I've learned from my exceptional TV series viewing over time.
Yeah.
Lost, the series.
Lost, yeah.
First season,
Yeah.
amazing. Second season, okay.
Yeah.
Tremendously downhill after that.
Yeah.
Prison Break.
Yeah, Prison Break.
You're familiar with it?
I remember that. Yeah.
First season, ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Second season, third season. You can't keep going on a topic.
It's very difficult.
That is set.
You have your flashlight on, by the way, on your phone.
That's because, see, when I get excited.
Still on.
Oh, God, now I
And
just
it's
blinded
blinding
myself.
me. Yeah, blinded me.
Is it off yet?
It's now off.
Okay. Like, you can't just keep going with a theme of a series or a movie.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a movie having the perfect natural ending and then just on and on and on it goes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they call those sequels. But
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I'm trying to figure out, like, for Lost and maybe for Manifest,
yeah.
if they have an actual plan in place from the beginning
Yeah.
to the end, or if they just wing it for each season.
Sometimes.
Which direction do we
You're right.
want this
So
to
you know
go?
what they do? I think, well, it's money.
Yeah.
If it's going well, they wing it because they got to keep it going.
Yeah, they got to keep it going.
But that's from the movie. These are great questions for Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah, we got to get Mr.
Like, I
Hollywood
wonder what
back on.
the plan is from that perspective when you have a good series.
Yeah.
Do you make it great and end it appropriately and then maybe just try for something similar?
Yeah.
Or do you let it linger? Like, oh, God.
Well, I think if people watch The Walking Dead, I have not.
That's,
I watch that all the time, and I
know.
don't think I've watched it in the last 3 years.
So is it still actually
I believe
on?
it's still on. Yeah.
There's one that just, I gave up.
Yeah, I finished watching. My wife was a big fan. We were both watching.
I was a big
and
fan.
We just
like, and I like the characters. Lots of fun. I really liked it the first few years.
Yeah.
And I even hung with it longer than the other ones.
Yeah.
The last I remember watching in that series is when they got to this place called the Terminus. Did you watch it at that point?
Yes.
Like a railway track. And there was these creepos living in this.
Yep.
Around there, and that's the last. And then I think I
believe we continued watching after that.
and the prison and all that shit.
Yeah, I was sad. Yeah, but after that season, I was like, I'm done.
Anyways,
Yeah. So anyway,
Okay, cool.
Manifest unfortunately been canceled.
No,
I think the producers said they're looking for another home, and they're not sure how that would affect on the N channel,
right,
the streaming service.
Yeah, I know the big N, the big red N.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not sure what's going to happen there.
Okay.
But we digress. So
Well, I'm glad you expanded on that. That's cool.
yeah. So what is your pick of the week?
This week's pick then, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to go sports.
Sports.
We're going to go Euro Cup.
Euro.
Because we have talked a little bit about
Euro
the
2020 in 2021.
Yeah, we've talked about it a bit, if I'm not mistaken, in the last
Yeah.
couple podcasts. The match of this round, I would say, okay? And I only just learned about this tonight. I was watching the tail end of the Netherlands and Austria.
Well, that would have been a good match.
Powerhouses.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, it's just
Who won that one?
the Netherlands won at least 2-0. I gave up after a while.
Okay.
It seems one team, unless it's a real even match.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the most obvious thing ever. Unless it's a real even match, it's like one team dominates. It's like, hey, you know what I mean? But that's the Euro.
Thanks, Captain Honor.
Yeah. So today it was the Netherlands had the ball 80% of the time. It was kind of boring.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this could happen tomorrow. Scotland versus England.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine
wait a second.
the rivalry there?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
When you say tomorrow, are you meaning Friday?
I'm meeting Friday.
After the day after that we put the podcast
Yeah, we're
up?
not pretending it's Saturday. Like, it's too confusing for you.
But the podcast, I won't put the podcast up till Saturday, so it'll be the previous day.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah, but I have to do all the big description. How are we going to do that?
God,
I have to throw it on until I figure out how to let you do that.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to upload this to you by...
If you can fire this off to me by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
I don't think the audience needs to hear the nuts and bolts of how we publish a podcast.
It's kind of interesting, though.
Is it?
You never see the behind the scenes. People are always interested.
Yeah.
Like when I watch a movie...
They think it's just seamless magic, but really...
Yeah.
It's us talking, then it's you editing, it's you doing a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
I get a file, I do an amazing written piece to get it going. I do all the tweeting as well, it seems, for the
for the most part, yeah. Although when I tweet...
when we want 50 people responding to something that they hate,
I tweet.
That's you tweeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then we get more followers. But then but people do like to see behind the scenes stuff.
Okay.
You know, you watch a movie and you're like,
True.
oh, like, let's see the behind the scenes.
True.
Like, you know, on the old DVDs you used to
I
get.
still say we should do a podcast where we talk. We do the podcast before and after when we're just talking about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it could
we
be
keep saying that, but we haven't
even
done.
less riveting. Things we should do but don't.
There, we just threw in a segment. Things we should do but don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to Scotland and England.
Right.
For obvious reasons, long-term rivals.
Yeah.
England is for sure the powerhouse.
William Wallace
in this matchup. Yeah. Lozon thought I was Scottish the other day.
Scottish!
Going on a tangent here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Monaghan?
He's always
That's
Monaghan.
Irish.
G-H, yeah.
G-H.
He's like, Scottish?
With an H, is that Irish? I mean, Scottish?
Well, it's Irish.
But with an H.
Well, if it's an H, it means they took the G out more than likely to North Americanize the name and not be...
Because it's a silent G.
Yeah, and not be discriminated against like the rest of the poor Irish back in the early days.
Yeah, the nativism riots back in...
If you were Irish and Catholic, look out. Anyways, we're not going there today,
That's
are we?
a little bit of a history lesson.
Yeah, it's not 1848 anymore.
No, exactly.
And thank God it isn't.
We wouldn't be doing this podcast.
Unless you're living in Carlton Place and there's an Orangeman's Parade still happening.
That's right.
Oh, that's another topic
there
too.
You go.
Okay. England, by far the nation that plays the game. Scotland, they're a bunch of curlers. Okay?
Yeah.
So the odds are $8.50 for Scotland to win this game. Like $1 pays you $8.50. Tremendous odds.
Yeah.
So Poker Stars is telling us we're idiots to vote for Scotland. Even the tie has more likelihood than the Scotland win. How much? How much am I putting on it?
Yeah. You're 31 cents?
I might put $1 on it.
Like the underdog?
Yeah.
So you got to bet Scotland.
Well, I would never bet. Like, so England pays probably $1.10.
Yeah, but
what's the point of even betting?
Is there an over-under?
There's everything.
So, I don't know. What's the over-under?
I don't know all the other stats, but I don't mind looking at all because this is what I do.
Like you can bet the over-under, or you could bet...
You can do combo bets. There's a ton of neat things.
Didn't your buddy bet on the Italy-Switzerland game? If Italy won 4-0...
Yeah, so you could pick exact scores. So our buddy Mr. Cafaro put a 10 spot on Italy to beat... Who was it?
Was it Switzerland?
Switzerland 4-0.
And it was 3-0.
He one more goal would have gave him $300. So yeah, there's all sorts of neat bets he can make.
I think it's easier to bet the under in soccer because usually it'll be the under.
Yes. Well, okay. So here we go.
Yeah.
So the game tomorrow, England-Scotland.
Yeah.
Lots of different bets he can make. Phil Foden. Of course, Phil Foden. Everybody knows Phil Foden.
Who's
Do you know Phil Foden?
I don't know Phil Foden.
Neither do I.
Yeah, okay.
But if he scores any time, you get $3.25.
Was he on the Scottish team or the...
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, English.
$1.30 if England wins, $4.80 for the draw, $8.50 if Scotland wins. Either team to win, okay?
Yeah.
Both teams to score in the first half and over 4.5 goals. How about that for a bet? Did you follow all that? So it doesn't matter who wins.
Not really.
But as long as both teams score in the first half.
Yeah.
Right? So 1-1. And there's 5 goals total, $13.
I can't see that happening.
If Scotland's as bad as they're saying, that's actually
Scotland
not... Scotland just needs a goal. That's the only thing there.
So if England scores 5, you're still good?
Well, as long as Scotland scores once. Right. And it's in the first half. Yeah, so there's some... Here's a weird one. A red card and a penalty awarded in the match. So some people might be thinking if it's enough of a rivalry and that actually happens, there's $14. Maybe that's the bet.
That could happen because I could see
that's Duff's bet within the bet right there.
Go. I could see a Scottish player pulling down an English player in the box.
Yeah. Oh, so that's actually ejectable, right? When you get a red card in the box, you're gone.
Is that gone?
Or any penalty in the box is a red card, right? I was thinking like
it's a penalty
fouls.
kick. It's a penalty kick.
But does the player not get kicked out as well?
No.
It's not an ejection?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, it depends on what the foul is.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, I got a red card for in a game for being. Now, this could probably happen. Is you get a red card for being the last man back and taking out a potential breakaway.
Like a trip in hockey. Sort of thing.
So I did that. I took the guy's ankle out. He went flying. Because I was the last man back, prevented him from getting a breakaway. Sure. I got ejected.
Sure.
And a 2-game suspension.
Wow.
Yeah.
All this in Gloucester.
And a $50 fine. No, this was
a $50 fine.
Yeah, you get a fine. This was old timer soccer, believe it or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
In old timer soccer, even.
Oh God. No one wants to hear about your old timer soccer.
No, but I'm still saying for that you get an injection and then the $50
I don't think
fine.
anyone wants to hear all these other odds either. Yeah. But as I scroll through, like I'm literally scrolling. Okay. So I'd say 6 or 7 screens worth of bets for this one game. Over unders. You said what's the over under?
Yeah.
So oh my God, there's over under for each team. Even I can't even find the
what's the general over?
There's halftime. You can bet on scores.
Can you bet on like how many minutes of extra time are they going to add on?
Oh God.
Can you bet on if Wayne Rooney picks his nose during the game?
You laugh, but I wouldn't doubt it. Like Probably, it is insane the bets you can make.
Bet you have Wayne.
And then
Rooney
different scores. You can bet 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-2, 4-0. Like, and the odds just get crazier, right?
Yeah.
Like if Scotland wins 1-0,
yeah,
$19. 2-0, $41. If they win 2-1, $29.
Yeah.
3-0, $100.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we had to pause there for a second because, as we said from the beginning, we're so high tech that we're in my garage, and then my neighbor decides to cut his lawn. So we're trying to pause for him to go behind his house.
Who the hell cuts their grass at 7:00 on a Thursday night? Your boss?
Well, unless he's my boss, but my neighbor.
Oh man! So I'll see how great your editing skills is.
Yeah, I don't know if I can take that one out, but we'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, the lawnmower might come back.
So the world's longest transition from the soccer bet to the hockey bet. So
yes, you screwed up your hockey bet.
Screwed up, but actually benefited if you can.
Yeah, I know.
So it's Monday night, I put some money down on the Habs. I thought the Habs were going to take the first game of the series with the Knights.
Right.
Okay.
NHL hockey playoffs for all our listeners
game 1,
in Hungary.
Yeah. So here I am, put down a couple shekels on the Habs. They lost the game. Oh, damn it. Never thought anything else of it. Thought I lost my money. Last night, game 2, poker account was down pretty low. I threw in the last few cents I had in this one account. Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
Get it to 0. So I think I bet like 60 cents or something. American.
Yeah.
So it's like $18 Canadian.
Right.
So I put that in there. Bet on the Habs to win. Obviously, can't stay up all night like you watching this. Went to bed.
Yeah.
Got up this morning, sitting on the throne, checking my texts and voicemails and whatnot. Go to my Poker Stars, $6.50. I'm like, what the heck? Where'd that money come from?
Yeah.
So I learned that I had erroneously placed the first 2 bets on the second game, not the first game. And the bet I purposely made on the second game, it paid as well. And between the 3 bets, I made over $6.
That's funny.
On like $1.50 in bets.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So you screw up, but you ended up...
That never happens.
Capitalizing.
That never happens. I saw that this morning. I'm like, this is going to be a good day.
Yeah, exactly.
This is going to be a good day.
Exactly. That is funny. Yeah. Well, that's a good bet because the Montreal Canadiens lost in the first game, but they certainly pulled one out of the hat last night.
It is fun. It's fun watching those games, and depressing at the same time. When I see
18,000
fans, I see the pregame, I see Vegas back to life.
And you know what? In Montreal, no kidding. In Montreal, they're saying, we're thinking about letting 3,500 into the building.
35
for game, what is it, game 4?
You know what? They'd be better off playing the damn game in a small barn somewhere that holds 5,000 people to give more atmosphere.
They want people spaced out, I guess.
Yeah, of course. I'm an idiot.
Social.
That's the whole point. Never mind. There goes that idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that we still have to do, but...
Well, it hurts. I mean, and the more I read up on vaccination rates and things like that, they're not fully vaccinated in Las Vegas. They've just kind of moved on.
I know.
I
think the States in general has moved on from all this.
Moved on. I don't even know if they're still counting cases.
Yeah, we were talking to... I was talking to somebody in Wilkes-Barre.
Oh, yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And he basically said that since their U.S. Thanksgiving last November, people have been like, oh, forget this. Yeah, we're not wearing masks.
They had a few things to deal with from March to November, and then it was just
they're like whatever. At least in that's Pennsylvania. At least there. I don't know about other areas.
Crazy.
Yeah, he was like whatever.
I don't know how. I don't know. We will see if people are going to hold true to their thoughts. That it's supposed to be like that here very soon. Otherwise, what's the point?
I guess we'll see.
What's the point?
Well, I know you've been on the Twitter machine.
A little bit.
Tweeting about this with your buddy Doug Ford. Tweeting at Doug Ford. You know,
does he even listen to anyone?
I don't think he listens to anybody. But here's the thing that I know we probably wouldn't get into this. We're running 26 minutes, but I'll just bring it up quickly. And I put this tweet out there. # let them play. And what I mean by that is the kids. There's still no outdoor organized sports for the kids here in Ontario, Canada. And I'm not sure when that's going to happen. I think they said, that's phase 2 of the well-named reopening plan, like the news speak there.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's outside, right? You know, they played some outside sports last fall.
I don't get it.
When the numbers were down.
We played indoor sports last fall.
We played indoor sports last fall. We played indoor sports in February, in March.
Yeah.
So
actually, that's true. Right through to April, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't understand why that's going to be the second sort of phase of this where...
I don't know, dude.
You know, and that's where, for me, is he listening to science? Scientists telling him, well, you know, outdoor, that's dangerous. Where they've, actually said the CDC in the States have said, nope, it's like less than 1% of the transmission, if that.
Oh, there's even very, very liberal-minded medical officers of health in this country that are saying the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you've heard a bunch of doctors from sick kids in Toronto and CHEO here in Ottawa, at Sick Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario, saying, kids' mental health suffering, we need to get them doing things. So, and that one way would be getting them back into sports.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so I agree. I mean, I know we don't talk about that very often, but this is one area that I think we should.
Oh, it's frustrating. Frustrating. We'll see. We'll keep tabs on it, but we won't hammer to death tonight on a Thursday night, no less. So what's on the telly tonight? More Manifest?
Perhaps more Manifest, or maybe Game 3 of the New York Islanders Tampa Bay Lightning series, tied at 1-1.
Tied at 1.
Yeah, so it'll be a good game.
Maybe we'll throw some coin down on that one.
Yeah.
Who do you pick tonight in that game?
God, I think, it's in the Islanders' barn, so they have a great raucous crowd, full capacity. So
not 3,600 people.
Not 36. I think their full capacity actually
low anyways.
Is like 14.
Yeah.
But still,
what an atmosphere, eh?
Yeah, 14,000. It'll be. They're pretty rowdy there in New York.
Now, will we hear the Pajot?
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah. So I know we bore our listeners with some hockey talk here, but
well, there you go. And you know what? I think your buddy's coming here to buy a roof rack off you?
Got a roof rack that I'm trying to sell.
I've been trying to sell this forever.
For last year.
Maybe you can come down on your price a bit.
I've come down on, these roof racks are very expensive.
Oh, wow.
Try buying one. It's expensive as heck.
Why don't you just buy a truck like a real person?
Yeah, no, I went sedan. Yeah.
You should, what you could do? Build a trailer with that thing on it and pull it with the bike.
I could.
Little bike trailer.
Yeah,
that'd be funky.
Could do that, yeah.
Or make a sidecar out of it and your wife can sit in the sidecar.
Oh, God, that would be fun.
Or either one of your 3 kids. That'd be hilarious.
Yes. This is the time in the podcast where we're just filling.
When it gets like this, we should
probably wrap up.
We'll give a little warning, and then the listener can just go.
They could just go.
Even though there's like 3 minutes left, they can just go.
Well, I should find a little warning siren effect. Warning.
This podcast
warning
is best before 26 minutes.
Exactly.
Deteriorating.
Well,
I'm good, Darcy. I'm glad you had me over for a Thursday night beer. Of course, I had to bring it myself. But it's still fun to drink with someone else.
I didn't realize. I thought,
it's good to drink with someone else. So
if you had a mention, I would have cracked out the bourbon.
It's a little early for bourbon.
Is it?
Isn't it?
No.
Do you get into it by 7?
No, not usually.
Maybe that's why you're not selling any roof racks.
Exactly.
You're all bourboned up by the time the sales is supposed to go down.
Bourbon at 10 p.m. Nice little drink before bed.
Oh, I was just going to say in our lawnmowers.
Oh, lawnmower is back.
All right. Folks, we're good. You're good.
I'm good. Thank you for listening to those last 3 minutes of nothing.
Thank you for listening.
I'll have to apologize for that.
To episode, finally, the apology.
The apology. We didn't do it at the beginning. So we apologize for the last 3 to 4 minutes of this podcast where we totally went off the rails.
That's called car coffee.